Okay everyone, so I'm getting ready to go off to the flea market or car boot sale. So next update will be when I get there. Okay, so it's brightened up a little bit out here, and it looks to be a fairly low-key event again today for the first one. There don't look like there's many vehicles here today, so whether I'll get anything, I don't know, but it's still exciting and I can't wait to see what I'm going to get, if anything at all. Alrighty then guys, so I've got a few bits in the bag here. There wasn't a great deal of stalls out there today, but let's get home and see what I've got. Well, I'm sure I'm glad I brought my Wellingtons along today. Look, really muddy. Okay, so here is my collection of tools from the first flea market car boot sale of 2020. I got this little spade thing, little shovelly spade type thing for Mrs. Rathbone for her growing collection of house plants. Obviously you can see it needs a bit of a tidy up and a bit of a clean up, but yep, that's the first item out of the way then, that little thing there. And I picked up some steel slingshot ammunition as well for £1. So I'm hoping to use that for something next week. If I can get something out of one of the charity shops next week, I'm hoping I can use this. So yeah. Anyway, moving on to some of the more interesting tools. Let's take a look at this old wire stripper here. It's got a name just here, but I can't quite make it out just yet. It might be H. Bailey or something like that there. And we've got the little government arrow, so it was a government issue at one point, and we've got 1952 as well, and this could be the model number or the patent number. I'm not sure, maybe the model number. As I said, the name is fairly worn away, but it's H. Bailey or something like that there anyway. As you can see, for fairly large cables, and we have a little adjustment on it as well, so you can open up a little bit more just to give yourself a little bit more adjustment there. So yeah, that's quite an interesting find. That cost me £1. I always like to buy a pair of pliers or something like that there, you know, when I go along to the flea market. They're quite nice there. They're a little bit roughly finished inside in the handles there, as hopefully you can see a little bit rough in there. But whether they had rubber grips on, I don't know. But they're quite nice, aren't they? I like those. Let's have a look at these spanners then, shall we? I got these for £1 each, this little set. They're what they call metre inch. Hopefully you can see that there, yeah, metre inch, and it's marked 14 9/16 AF and 1/4 and 5/16 BS. Is it on there? So there's quite interesting different sizes there on that one. Just look at the head on it. How interesting is that? It's a bit different, isn't it? Don't know how they're going to work. I suppose they must do. What's this one here then? Well, this one we've got 19mm. 3/4 metre inch, 3/8 Whitworths, and 7/16 BS. Again, we've got that interesting head on them. And this one we have 21mm, 3/16 AF, metre inch, 7/16 Whitworth, and 1/2 inch BS. Again, by the looks of it. And again, the interesting head on them. They're quite interesting, aren't they? Like those. Chrome vanadium, drop forged as well. Hopefully you can see, yeah, there we go. So they're quite interesting, I like those. I'll have to give those a go another day, see what they're like. Alrighty then, pick of the day. Yes, it's a footprint wrench, or is it? Well, I've already got one of these little fellas already. This little fella here I picked up last year. These are the quick adjustable style, as you can see. You have a little slot in there, and basically you open them out, push the button through like so, and then you slide them, hopefully, There we go, you slide them up and down to adjust them. This one's exactly the same thing. This is a later model. This one's actually marked footprint. You see the little footprint there, look guys. This one, however, is a little bit older. This one is marked Domino. It's also marked Domino on the head too, look. Can we get a bit closer on that for you to look at? Here they go, look at that. Domino. I've been looking out for a Domino for quite some time. Of these little fellas. This one's the straight handled one, but they also used to do a slightly curved handled one, which would have looked very much like this. You can see the gentle curve on the handle here, and this one is straight. So I'm still on the hunt for a curved handled one. They used to do them. Here's an old advert for them right here. But this is a little beauty, isn't it? Oh, and the other thing I like about this one, it actually tells a story. Look, there we go. You've got GLCC, Moses or Mosses. What is that on there? Zoom in and have a look. I can't really read that without my glasses on. Yeah, so we've got GLCC, Mosses Limited, 39. So that must be either the guy's number or the tool number. So I like finding stuff with that's been stamped and actually used. It's quite good. So a little bit of history to that one then. One interesting old tool. This cost me £1.50, this one. It needs a bit of a clean up as you can see, but very nice indeed. It's in quite good condition too. I wonder how old that is then. Quite old. I've got another footprint wrench that I bought last year sometime. This one's been well used, this one has. As you can see on the top here, been well beaten. It's got teeth missing and what have you. But this one was owned by SM Gas Company. I didn't see that there or not, I don't know, but it says SM Gas Company just there. So, two tools that have actually been used. Well, quite ridiculously, and I don't believe it, but it doesn't look like I've actually got a nut and bolt that will fit any of these Metrinch spanners. I can't believe it. What's going on here? In my entire collection so far, I haven't got anything to try these out with at the moment. Well, that's just ridiculous, isn't it? How can you not have a nut and bolt to fit these things? I'm going to have to do a separate video on these then, guys. Okay then, guys, I hope you enjoyed coming along to the flea market or car boot sale with me this morning, and then popping into the workshop to take a look at exactly what I've got here. I'm hoping to pick up something from the charity shop next Saturday, if it's still there. It was there last week. I should have probably got it yesterday actually, but hopefully we might be able to use these with it, hopefully. I've got those. My pick of the day, obviously, this beauty here. I'd like to know how old that is. Quite old is that one. Alrighty, so yeah. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to see if I've got myself a nut and bolt somewhere, here in the workshop or in the shed or somewhere, maybe at work possibly. See what I can find that'll fit these little fellas here. I haven't got anything in it. I cannot believe it. So I'll have to do a separate video on these Metrinch spanners. They're quite interesting, are those. I need a bit of a clean up as well. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed popping over, guys. I'm going to have to clean this one up. This will be an interesting project because you can't really take these things apart. Not really, because they're like, they've got a little spring on there, look, as you can see. Just pushes through. So you can't really take them apart, so it'll be an interesting project to clean up. But I've been after a footprint, one of these. Not footprint, a Domino one of these for a little while actually. So yeah, cool. Alright guys, thanks for popping over. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you laters.
Ruff, ruff.